Switching gears now, technology may be just what the doctor ordered during a medical crisis. A Rochester man says this right here, an iPad, helped to save his life. WCCO's Lindsay Sievert tells us why 48-year-old Andy McGonigal now sees the iPad as a critical device.
The Mayo Clinic has a fitness center just for its employees.
This is the room that it all took place.
Andy McMonigal, a Mayo nurse, was halfway through his workout.
I think I was holding him out like this. And
when he felt sudden pain in his arm.
And that pressure was bounding. What we say is boom, boom, boom.
He ran to the men's locker room, knowing it's usually filled with doctors, like resident Dan Leaders.
And as I was putting my bag on my shoulder, he stops me and says, "Excuse me, sir, I think I'm having a heart attack. Could you dial 911?
Next thing you know, there's a code being called in the locker room.
2 more doctors came running.
Attention, attention. Code 45.
Brothers and fellow residents Dan and Chris DeSimone.
Doesn't look well. He's sweating profusely.
They were even more concerned when Andy told them he had a stent from a similar attack 4 years ago.
I remembered that I had my iPad in my bag that I'd gotten a week before and had begun to play with and learn.
He's just like the technology guru, and I'm like, we need an old EKG.
They punched up Mayo's electronic medical records, compared them with Andy's new heart rhythms, which confirmed their suspicions.
Yeah, what would be called an in-stent thrombosis. And I've had people who've had that before and they've passed away really abruptly.
But Andy's clot was soon removed at the cath lab, when normally he'd undergo 3 hours of blood tests at the ER. In seconds, Andy was saved by a locker room diagnosis, technology prescribed by 3 quick-thinking doctors.
They have cliches for a reason, and you know you're thankful for every day and every chance you can to celebrate life.
Remarkable. Liz, the Mayo Clinic tells me all of their medical records are electronic, and many of the doctors use iPads. And both Andy and the residents who helped him want this case to be an example for the healthcare industry, believing that those electronic medical records and mobile technology can save lives in many situations.
Wow, what a lucky guy Andy is. Glad he's okay. Thank you, Lindsay.